Exploring the verse is one of my favorite things to do, but between players and NPCs, the amount of things that can send you straight to a medical bed is surprisingly high. And that's why I'm excited to welcome you aboard the Blackburn, my Drake Corsair. She'll keep us safe on this journey, and I'm excited to make this place slowly feel like home, but until that day comes, we have things to do. So what good is a space explorer with no money? That is the problem that we're going to be trying to be solving today, but not legally. Normally I like to grind out first-person shooter missions, but today I have an idea that would make Han Solo blush. So let's go. The first part of my plan is stopping off at Bountiful Harvest on Daymar. Right now, this mission is to pick up some space booger sugar and deliver it to a secret location. Now, the mission doesn't pay much all by itself, but what it does do is give us the location to the best place to make some money. As I'm leaving the Blackburn, I can't help but notice the ship feels just a bit empty. And my main goal with the series is to try and live out of the ship, which means not dying and slowly adding to the interior to make it feel like actual home. And that's a great idea and all, but I've chosen one of the riskiest things to do. We'll be a target for every player in the verse, and if we are caught, I could go to jail and lose every single penny that I have. But that's enough talking, let's get to work. I grab the package, and it gives me the location of the base that we're after. And by the power of editing, I saved you about 10 minutes of me flying around getting to this place, but welcome to Jumptown. Now this place is usually home to some of the craziest PvP battles in this game, but right now it's just kind of in a desolate wasteland. And even though I'm pretty sure there's nobody here, I still want to make sure I take the time and clear it out. Last thing I need is to spend my life savings and have somebody else run away with it. This little red console is the heart of this plan. Now you can see I start with about $196,000, and by the time I'm done buying all my goods, I'm down to 48K. Now let me show you what over $100,000 worth of space drugs looks like. Now the scariest thing about what I just did is if somebody shoots me down, they can take all of these boxes and I will be left with nothing. Now I'm gonna get out of here as fast as possible because I do not want to run the risk of another player coming down here, seeing me. I don't even bother to do the proper takeoff stuff, so I leave my airlock wide open. Once we're safely in atmosphere, I plot a course for Brio's Breaker Yard on Daymar. That's the only place in this system that I can actually sell all the goods that are sitting in the back. As I'm coming in for a landing, I do notice some shipwreckage. I don't know exactly what that means. That could just be an unfortunate accident or that there's pirates somewhere around here. The worst part about it is that it's another Drake Corsair, so I'm definitely feeling a little scared. I wait around just a little bit to make sure nobody around here is trigger happy. Obviously I'm walking in a little bit kitted because I just do not want to run any risks. If this game has taught me anything, it's do not trust an empty building. And of course, Star Citizen decides to be Star Citizen, and this terminal where normally I could safely sell all my goods is completely bugged out. So basically, I created a problem for myself, and now Star Citizen has given me a new one. I'm still pretty new to this whole Han Solo smuggling thing, so I have a couple ideas of where I could possibly go to sell this stuff. But as I'm taking off, for some reason, my turret decides to fly away. I guess I can't just go anywhere without leaving at least one souvenir. My next stop is private property. Now, I remember buying stuff here. Now, I can't remember if I can actually sell it. So this is kind of a learning experience for the both of us. And of course, as soon as I drop out of Quantum, my worst nightmare comes true. There's 10 blips on my radar. Now, I don't know if these are just NPC pirates or players just hanging out. This is my worst nightmare. I got over 100 grand sitting in the back of my ship and potential problems literally surrounding me. The one problem that does actually become a real threat is this little NPC pirate. Thankfully, the Blackburn comes kitted with some serious firepower, so taking him out is no issue. But as I'm coming in, I see an RSI Constellation, which, if it wasn't flipped over, could have been a problem. But I think that player is long gone. And as I leave my ship, I take the roof exit. I'm not really quite sure if that player is going to come out of that building anytime, so I wanted to make sure I had some cover in case he did. And of course, while I was up here, I needed to check out the damage that happened to my turret. I, honest to God, have no idea what happened, but it's a bit unfortunate. I knew this building was a bit small, so I knew if that player was here, he would be immediately present. And thankfully, after cleaning some corners like a rookie, he wasn't there. Thank goodness, because that could have been a terrible way to end this run. But I see my little red panel, and unfortunately, you can only buy things here. You cannot sell anything. There's still about 9 blips on my radar, and I do not decide to stay around and see if they're friendly or not, so I take off to the next area where I can kind of remember buying stuff. I'm still not sure about selling. My odds are looking very low at this point. But, you know, hey, at least the view looks really good. Thankfully, this place felt a little bit more safe than the last area that I was at, but unfortunately, you can't sell things here either. You can only buy. So I decided to spend the last 50 grand that I had on some more jazz cabbage, and yeah, I basically doubled down and made this whole trip way more serious. I wanted to try the breaking yard just one more time. I was kind of hoping the glitches would be over and they would have got their stuff all figured out, but unfortunately, still could not sell my goods. And I had to come to the realization I have to do probably the most sketchy thing ever, which is go to another system, another planet, and try to sell at their salvage yard. A quick jump over into the ArtCorp salvage area, and it's dark. I have no idea if there are other players here. It seemed pretty dead on the radar, so I was pretty confident that I was alone. I waste absolutely no time and head on in. And it's the same kind of panel, so I'm a little scared, and by some miracle, it works. I have $4,000 in my bank account, and I'm hoping that some of these products actually turn a profit, and I was pleasantly surprised. I ended the run with over 200 grand, so starting with $196,000 and ending with over 200 grand. Maybe not the best haul, but you know what? 50 grand is 50 grand. I could have been doing something else, but I would say it was all about the journey, not the destination, but I wanted to make money, and I made 50 grand in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, which is not fast at all. So maybe I might leave the smuggling to Han Solo. At this point in my journey, my ship started to feel very, very empty. The mess hall didn't have any food, drinks, or little knickknacks on it, and all of the rooms were empty. Thankfully, I was at ArtCorp, which is my home system, and I do remember that I had some gear stashed away at a space station, so I made a trip over there to make some repairs, refuel, and pick up some goodies.
Please proceed to assigned land. Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Everyone, please welcome aboard my little Pico. You'll be the new co-pilot and my permanent excuse for why the snacks keep on disappearing. Once I get them all buckled up, that is sadly the end of our adventure for today. Next time I'll be doing some more legal activities and hopefully bringing home a nice profit. We have some crazy ships to grind for this wipe, so we gotta get back to work. And if you've made it this far in the video, thank you guys so much for watching. Seriously, I had a silly idea to make cinematic Star Citizen content, and the last video just absolutely blew up beyond my wildest expectations. So thank you guys so much for keeping me motivated and letting me know what you liked and didn't like. Same thing on this video. Leave a comment if what you liked and didn't like. Subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this one. And seriously, thank you guys so much for making this far in the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.